Yeah, it's Bizzle. Oh, and allow me to welcome and introduce a new addition to the family. Bumps.
God over Monday. God over Monday. God over Monday.
Hi, and welcome to another section of Jeff the Master Barber. Today, as you can see, we're in the mobile barber shop, and that's my son right there. We were camping 2 weeks ago, and I decided before he went to school to do his haircut on the mobile. Crazy as it sound, he don't like to get a haircut. He likes to have long hair. We're gonna be using the Baby Bliss to take the volume down, and we're gonna use guard number 3, and we're gonna be doing on him like a nice mid-tie fade with we're gonna spike the hair, kind of like a little, like a frog type on the top, but pretty much without the back tail, just the mid fade. And we're gonna cut the top with the scissors. So right now we just basically taking, like I said, we're using this is the guard 4. I'm sorry, guard 4. And yeah, we're taking the volume. He has a lot of hair, and yeah, like I was saying, he's my son and he don't like to get a haircut. Only if you knew how many kids would like to get a haircut or have a dad that knows how to cut hair. But I guess that's the way how life is, right? But on this time I was like, nah, I can't. I'm tired to looking at you like that. And I let him be for the summer, because it was the summer. But yeah, right now, as you could tell, his hair is so long. So normally what I recommend whoever is learning is that when you're gonna do a tight fade, make sure you take the volume down like that first. If he has a lot of hair like that, take the volume down, meaning take all the hair, the bulkness. Go with a 4 or with a 3, and then I'm gonna show you the other step that you're gonna do. But this is how it looks. The mobile barbershop has been working really well. It's everything that I expected to be. Even though I haven't prepared the way that I want it, with the inverter and lights and TV and Wi-Fi and all that, and mirrors and sink and all that. I'm gonna be doing that in the winter. So, but for now, it's working pretty well for what I wanted. So yeah, see, right now that we did with the Baby Bliss, now we're gonna go with the magic clip, and we're gonna do it like right to, we said, about an inch, and we're gonna do it right there. The reason why we're doing it with this, even though it's gonna be more tighter, if you try to do it with a trimmer or GTX, especially him, he have thick hair. It takes a little longer because you cannot go fast. Like, if you want to be a little faster, then use the magic clip, right, and go all around and whatever, right there like that. And then once it's all lower like that, once it's lower like that, then you're gonna go with either your favorite trimmer, whatever, the detailer, the Andy Slimline, or the GTX. For me, because I'm in the mobile, I'm using the Andy Slimline, and this little trimmer is awesome. I could have done it with this one, but it would have taken me 2-3 minutes more, just because the blade is small, and then you when it's hair like that thick and a lot, you got to do it slowly so it don't jump, so you don't get stuck. So that's why I gotta do it the way that I did it with the magic clip, which the magic clip leave it real nice and tight too, but this will leave it a little more tighter. And even to make it more tighter, later on I'm gonna pass the Andy shaver. But yeah, right now we're gonna be using the 116, and we're gonna close a little bit of the lever, and right away we're gonna lift up the hair. You see what I'm saying? It's like we're making right away, we fade it right now, that line, we fade that line right there. You see that? We fade that right there. And the flick, the trick also is in the flick on the wrist. Then we're gonna jump right away into the 1/8. We lift his head, and then right away we kind of make that C motion. We flip that and take the line. You see how automatically it's fading right away, and you see the motion on my hand. Then right there, you're gonna keep doing it again. You're gonna see this like a little bit at top. The motion, the stroke is a lot long. The higher that you go, the bigger the stroke. But the minute that you go lower, that have to be smaller the stroke and concentrate in the line. Right now I switched to the 116, and we go lower. Notice how my stroke is just right there in that section. It doesn't go up. Just stay right where the line is. Now lift his head, and now I take the guard, and then I go pretty much the 0 on the magic clip, and we're gonna go right where the line is, right there. And you see how it's fading away right there. And when you see the line, just pretty much keep in the line. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna detect you to keep in the line. Use the corners if it makes you feel comfortable. That's another technique. But yeah, just keep fading it right there like that, right? And the stroke is just really small, you know. Look at that right there, bam. And you see how the fade is actually coming in, but there's gonna be shadows, and those shadows is gonna speak to your eyes. As crazy as it may sound, you know, if you see and I see, and you see that I'm passing exactly where I'm speaking, is because that's where I see it, and most of the time that's where you're gonna see it too. But I see right here, it may look like it's all done, but I still see some shadows right here and right there. See, like right now, I'm just going finna touches there, here and there. Now, we're gonna go and do the same thing in the other side. Like I said, using the 116, and we're gonna do like, right away, we do like a flick. We're not gonna do levels. We're just gonna kind of like clean right away that first line that we did. And it's gonna make another line. So the second line, we're gonna try to erase it with the 1/8, but right now we're just going like at least half an inch to an inch, and especially if you go in the back, you raise it up just a little more. 1/8, the guard 1/8, and we're gonna wear that section. That section. We're gonna see, and we're gonna do. We close the lever, open a little bit, and see that's the C motion, and that's what we're gonna do right where the line is. The C motion. You see what I'm saying? And we try not to erase it too much, but if you do, just do the C motion, trying to lift it up, not just to go in, but you know, lifting it up. You see the shadow right there, and you see the stroke, you see it's like more longer, and it has like a flip up. That's the C motion. And see how, you know, we're gonna do that right here. See, we close it and we open a little bit, but then we do the C motion, and it's a big stroke. See, but it's with like the C motion, I call it. Then now that I want to raise that right there, the line, then you see the stroke is smaller again. And you know, you close the lever, maintain it right there, keep it right there. If you see that it doesn't grab, then switch the guard. We're gonna pass it where I point it, and then we're gonna always use the brush too. The minute that you cut hair, cut the hair, brush it, so that way you know that it's already cut, and you're not cut, and it's not stuck in the some clients have sweaty scalp, and it gets stuck. And if you keep fading and fading, they already cut it, but you think that it doesn't want to cut, is the hair is stuck, and that could mess up the whole haircut. So you want to make sure that everything, when you cut it is out of the sight. So right now we are using no guards, and we're using the 0, and we're gonna pass it right there, that section, exactly where you see the shadow of the line, whatever you want to call it. That's where we're gonna pass it, right there. You see, right there. And we're gonna do that until we don't see it, obviously. But right here, see, same thing, right, that section right there, keep passing it there. Yeah, right there, small stroke. Notice how the lower that I'm working, notice how I stay right there. I don't go so much up, and if I go up, I use only the corners, and I get like the flow where the hair is going. I go with the same flow as the hair go. Right, I lift his head up, and right there. This is my son Joshua. He's 13. He's my oldest son. And then I had Justin, the other videos that you saw before. He's 6. Right now we're gonna use guard 2. That's what I'm saying right there. And we're gonna close it. It was open, but we're gonna close it just a little bit. But it's to take that shadow right there. So right there, we're gonna pass it right there, right in between of that shadow. But you notice how, and then right there, you see the bulkiness. To you may look nice, or it may looks good, but for the hair that I'm gonna cut on top, it needs to be blending. It needs to be blend more. So that's what I'm doing right now. Right there, you see that shadow right there, right there. Then I close it. I see that it's not grabbing, so I close it. I close the lever, and I pass it. Now, this is what I was saying. I'm gonna make it a lot more tighter and smoother. So I'm gonna use the Andy shaver, and we're gonna stay just only strictly the bottom, not too high, but the bottom. Now with this, it makes the fade looks a lot cleaner, tighter, and it lasts longer. Everybody asks me, which is better, Warhol or the Andy shaver. They're both great machine. It's all whatever it's in, whatever you could afford in your pocket, whatever is in your budget. But for my taste and the way how I feel I feel more comfortable with this machine, the Andy shaver. Notice I'm using back the Magic cordless trimmer, clipper, because I still see some shadows, and most of the time that happens because once you pass the Andy shaver, it brings out that shadow. So you just gotta be careful and really step out and see it from different angles. Because up close could look one thing, but then when you step out back and you start really looking at it, you may still see it. But right now it's all good. This I'm gonna do actually the box out on him, the lineup, and I'm using the Andy Slimline. This little trimmer is cordless, and don't let it fool the side. And because it's cordless, but this trimmer, I got 2 of them. I bought another one, and the reason why I buy another one is just so I could keep, have one charge. If the other one the battery die, at least I have another backup. But yeah, and they're affordable. They're like, you can find them on Amazon from I've seen it from $38 to $55. This trimmer, even if they sell it for like 65 or 70, it's still worth it. But yeah, this trimmer is very flexible. Look at how it looks in my hand. It fits really good in my hand. Not only that, but the blade is awesome. It's like the GTX, only a little smaller, but the teeth on it, they're real deep tooth. So which makes it, whenever you're doing a lineup, look crispy. It comes out crispy. And I always tell the people, they make sure you put the head exactly how you want it, so you can visualize everything. Make sure that the box out is completely even and center. So that's what I'm doing right here. And then right here, what I'm doing, hairs that are getting in the way of the lineup, I did like what I did. I lifted up. I use it as a, like a little what's I call that, molding it. But right now, see, I noticed there's a shadow right here, a little bulkiness. So I grabbed the magic clip, and right there where I see some hairs, you see that? I blend it in right there. I take a little bit more right there, and right there. Um, the hair, how he looks at top, I would have left it like that, but he wanted a little shorter, and then he wanted the messy look on top. But he had a lot of hair, and then so for next time, I'm gonna see if I leave him long like that, which it looks pretty cool. You know, put a little bit or mousse or gel or elegance gel or whatever, and style it. Which I did anyways. On this video, I'll show you how I style it with what. Now, what we're gonna be using here is the Scissors Black Widow. This pair of scissors are sharp, are good, and very affordable. If you want to get yours, I recommend you to log into blackwidowracers.com and talk to Will Ocasio. He's the guy that owns the company, and he could give you the best price. Like I said, this pair of Shears are really good. So right now we're doing the technique, the scissors over combs, and this is how I'm doing it. You know, like I'm lifting that hair right there, you see, and going right there, and you see how right away how the scissors cut it really quick and with no problem. And look, I noticed there's a lot of bulkiness right there, so I go scissors over comb, and look at how nice and the fade is looking right in that angle. Same thing right here. This is another technique. This is the styling, grabbing the hair with the hand, you know, cornering it and then grabbing it with the hand and then measuring what I already cut, and then grab the little bit what I cut with the one that I haven't cut, and that's the guideline that we're gonna have. So since you have a lot of bulkiness around that right there, that's what I'm doing. And look at how the hair, it falls in place. He has such a nice hair. Like when I was young, that was my hair right there, like that. And yeah, you know, that's how it looks. That's how you grab it. It feels, it's a comfortable. You can see pretty much how much you gotta cut. And yeah, so right here, see, I'm going back to the scissors over comb technique, and the reason why it is because I'm blending in some of the bulkiness that I cannot go lower after doing the styling with the hand. See, this is the technique, styling with the hand. First, with the long hairs, if I know that there's a lot of long hair, then I do a styling with the. But that hair right there, when I go scissors over comb, is because it's too short and I cannot do it with the hand technique. So I go with scissors over comb. So I switch it up back and forth. So right here, I noticed that in the front has some long hair, so I just clip it. So, and then I go scissors over comb to lift it up to clean that bulkiness right there in that section, right? And notice I'm using, the combs have small teeth and big teeth. I'm using big teeth, the big teeth, so because it's a lot of bulkiness and hair at top. But if it was shorter, I go with the short teeth. Right now we're gonna go at top using the hand technique, like I showed before, and we're gonna start making, like, you know, it's gonna be like 3-4 lines. So right now we're working in the second line. Now we're going right to the middle right there, and we're gonna go from the back to the second right there. So we're making like lines, so that way that's how we make everything even all the way to the back. Now I go right in the middle, and I'm gonna go all the way back with that technique. Keep going like that. All right, and that's now we go to the 4th line. You know, it's not like a really line, but what I'm saying is, you notice that it's the flow that I'm going is back. Now with my hands, I'm trying to open and see where there's more chunk of hair. Right here, that would be the 5th line. So right there, I'm gonna go right there, and I see I'm gonna go work it all the way back until it meets with the other hair. And notice I'm grabbing to in this angle you cannot really see it, but I'm trying to grab it with the other one that I already cut to match it up to see, make sure that they even, and it kind of let you know that if it's even or not. Later on, in a few seconds I'm gonna show you from a different angle. But until then, right here, see that there was a little bit more hair than other place. Obviously, I don't want to make it too even because, like I said, I want to do the messy look at top. So, but I just want to make sure that there's no a lot big chunks than others. So right now I'm going over it. I missed what I'm doing with the hand is just lifting the hair and see where it needs to be, if it needs to be cut more with the hand. And then right here, I pass it right here, keep passing it the front, because in the front that's where most of the time the hair flip to in front of the box out, and it makes the box out look, it doesn't look that clean. And then right one more time I go with the scissors over comb. Now that the hair is more short on top, the sides is gonna stick out a little bit, so you gotta make sure you go over again and you keep, see, that's what I'm doing, go over it one more time. It may seem like a lot or whatever, but everybody got different technique, different ways to do things. This is how I like to do mine, and it works for me, and you will see the finished product, how definitely how it looks. And you notice right there, you see the shadows, you see how the bulkiness, but you see also how it goes, you see how it fades away. And that's what it is, you know. At first it may not look like that, but then, you know, once you put all those technique in place, it will definitely makes the difference right there. Make sure you always, you know, if the clients look it down, nice and gentle, just raise his head or tell him to raise his head. This is my favorite product. Pump It Up. I don't have the blow dryer because, like I said, I haven't put the inverter in my mobile barbershop yet, and the blow dryer draws a lot of power. So this product comes very handy. With the AC, I had a top on the mobile, plus this product, and then using my hand to just really go through his hair. What it does, it really it dries it, and what it does, it frees the hair in place. In less than a couple of seconds, you will see what I'm saying. Like right now, I'm just trying to find the way how he's gonna rock it, the hair. Once again, I would have rocked it like this. It's my son, but he later on he wears it different than the way that I'm doing it right now. But I'm just trying to find the texture or the style that I think is gonna look good on him. So right now I'm going over it, and notice I just put a little bit. It may look like I put a lot, but in reality I don't put a lot. Just put a little bit. See, like it just feels straight, just to those places where I see the hair that is sticking out. Now, right now we're using Black Widow, the razor. This razor is amazing. The razor holder. You could put Velcro blades. You could put personal. The handle feels good. The grip feels good. It's not too big. It's really nice and small, but it's just perfect. Like, and then the corners are round, so it lets you go into those parts that are uncomfortable. It lets you go perfectly. And what I like about this butterfly, it's called the butterfly style. So what I like about this butterfly style razor is that the gold piece, it locked the blade in place, so there's no moving of the blade. The blade is really nice and steady. So when you're doing a razor, the razor stay sharp compared to the other razors that move around. That's not good, because you want to make sure that when it's grabbing the hair, it grab it and doesn't move. So this razor, I give it thumbs up. Also, great product by Black Widow. If you want to get yours, get it at Black Widow Racers.com. I will put the link. I will put the link there. If you're not, you can see it in the bottom when I put it. And if not, just on the description, I will have it there. Or you could go to my Instagram and you will see it there too. BlackWidowRacers.com. And like I said, this racer is amazing. I normally I was used to the other racer, but after using this racer already for 2 weeks, I must say this is a great product. I like it. I recommend it. And notice always when you doing the racer, just stretch the skin and use the comb. This is him, my son, before the haircut. This is how he looks. And he went from that to this. And this is the fade with the messy look at top. You know, mint type fade. This is the after on the mobile barbershop. And this is how he looks. This is the finished product. You know, like that. Like I said, this is in the mobile. This is how the mobile barbershop looks. And like I say, even though I just got it 2 months ago, I'm working on it, but I've been busy, you know, doing work, family, and taking care of everything else. So I haven't had really have the chance to begin to do the build up of the van. But yeah, I got a big plans for it. Pretty soon they're gonna be coming, so you're gonna be able to see what I'm trying to do. Once again, I hope you like this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, share it. And once again, thank you and God bless you. And have a good night, good day, or good afternoon, depending whatever time you're watching it. Peace.